We're here to celebrate Dusty and Chiaki's marriage. We're here to laugh with them. Some of you are here to cry with them. But most of all, we're here to pledge our support to them and to wish them well in their new life together. I'd like to say on behalf of Dusty and Chiaki, welcome. Thank you. Thank you all so much for being here, and I know it means a lot to them. My name is Joellen Mascarenas. I've been blessed to know Dusty almost since he moved to California with his family. He was about 10 years old when I met him. Dusty, Benson, and Chiaki were part of a homeschool co-op with my son, Michael and Jeremy. And we have watched them grow up. I've called Dusty my third child, and Bonnie has been gracious enough to share him with me. I couldn't be prouder of him if he were my own. I've known Chiaki since they started dating, and so far, Chiaki is my only daughter-in-law. That is, if she wants an extra mother-in-law. This afternoon, it is my honor to help them celebrate as they profess their love for one another. So, let's welcome the wedding party. Shall we say it again? Please rise for the bride. Take her arm. Dusty and Chiaki challenged me to tell a little of their story. They met in college. They had a friend named He who invited them both to a bonfire. Little did he know what the sparks from that event would end up kindling. Dusty and Chiaki are both talented musicians. Knowing this, Dusty invited Chiaki and some other acquaintances to join him at the music building to play piano. After several invitations and no one accepting, he was thinking it wasn't going to work out. But one day, Chiaki decided to join. It just happened to be on Valentine's Day. After several more jam sessions, great conversations, and a date to Coronado that Chiaki didn't know was a date, Dusty started to think that maybe he and Chiaki could be more than just piano buddies. One of the characteristics of Dusty that I love is the way that he looks at and treats people. He sees each person as uniquely valuable and treats them with dignity. Thus, Dusty was never a let's go out and have fun kind of guy with the way he looked at women and relationships and dating. So, Dusty hesitated before talking about his feelings with Chiaki. Being the engineer that he is, Dusty examined the problem from all sides. He asked for advice and made a list before making a decision. I'm going to mess up the name, so I apologize. But he discussed it with Ms. Hamelschild and with a woman's perspective. He discussed it with Matt Mates for a man's perspective. He made a 50-point bullet list of things he was looking for in a future wife. During this time of discernment, Chiaki texted Dusty a heart emoji. So, with the advice of take a chance ringing in his ears and the emoji encouraging him on, Dusty took Chiaki to Balboa Park and declared his love to her with these words, "I have a problem. I really like you, but I don't know if we should be together or not since you'll be leaving in a short time." Chiaki, on the other hand, was caught off guard. Turns out she sends heart emojis to everyone without meaning anything romantic. But she was intrigued by this man, especially after he had showed her his wife list, categorized in requirements and nice to have on gridded engineering paper. Chiaki told Dusty, "I have a problem too." But Chiaki was too curious about this man, who doesn't eat fish or meat, who lived in a car in the college parking lot, but also lived in the middle of nowhere in Ramona. So even though vegetarian was on Dusty's list of nice to have, Chiaki decided to take a chance on him. Dusty brought Chiaki to meet family and friends, and we loved her. She was gracious with the crazy people we all are and fit right in. It was clear the two of them were becoming more attached. But after being together for only 2 months, Chiaki had to go back to Japan. They visited each other in the limited time they had, flying back and forth between Saitama and California 3 to 4 times a year. COVID separated them for 13 months, and within the last 2 years of their long-distance relationship, they only saw each other 4 weeks in person. Dusty was ready for them to be together, but COVID regulations would not allow him to go to Japan, and having just been gone for school, Chiaki wasn't quite ready to leave her job, her family, and her friends. But after 4 years, they were tired of saying goodbye and crying at the airport. So Chiaki decided to make the huge sacrifice, quitting her job and moving to California. After that, things happened quickly. Dusty asked Chiaki's father on a Zoom call for permission to marry his daughter. Being a typical dad, he had to be sure and play with Dusty a little bit, so he asked, "Hey, are you ready to make my daughter happy forever?" Swallowing his nervousness at the less than enthusiastic approval he had hoped for, Dusty answered acceptably, and Chiaki's dad gave the much coveted "I permit" in the end. Phew. Dusty's parents welcomed Chiaki to their family, opening their home and their hearts to her. The couple had a courthouse wedding to make it official. When I asked Dusty and Chiaki what characteristics they appreciate most in the other, Dusty says that Chiaki has strong values, a clear idea of right and wrong, wit, and a great sense of humor, and best of all, a warm heart. Chiaki said that she appreciates the way Dusty treats others and thinks things through, trying to see things from all sides. She said he has the kindest heart in the world. Now, friends and family, let's help these beautiful hearts be joined. Dusty and Chiaki, we all sit here today and hold you up in happiness. But in a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months or years, real life will creep into newly wedded bliss. And you will need each other to face life's challenges. You will need each other as partners, as equals, fiercely honest with each other, and committed to one another. You have to be both because real love demands both. And a successful marriage demands a foundation of real love. Knowing this, are you ready to declare yourselves to one another?
Yes.
All right. Can Arya come up here?
Engineers.
Okay. You probably updated your wife list ready in your hand, so I'll make mine short. When we got caught in the rain one day, we saw someone holding an umbrella for his wife. It was cute. And you said, "Don't worry, I have an umbrella too," and brought up this half-broken umbrella with lots of holes and bent frame. We bursted into laughter, and I said I expected a nicer umbrella, which at least blocks the rain. Our clothes started to get soaked with rain, and it was so cold. But my heart was warmed with laughter. Under the broken umbrella, I felt every problem seemed so small, and I felt as if we were the only ones in the world. I want to live our life forever in the way we did under the broken umbrella, laughing off every problem and turning everything into happiness. I promise 5 things today. I promise to never forget kindness. I promise to bring laughter and goofy moments. I promise to ask how you feel when you are down. I promise to encourage you in your endeavors and voyage alongside you through every adventure life throws our way. And I promise to make you happy forever.
And now Dusty.
Chiaki. I don't know how I got so lucky to find such an amazing person as you. After my last relationship ended, I was afraid to fall in love again. But after getting to know you, all that fear disappeared. I don't know how a silly guy like me got so lucky as to find an amazing woman like you. But I couldn't be happier than to call you my partner for the rest of my life. Not only are you beautiful, funny, clever, but you have a heart of gold, a brilliant mind, strong values, and incredible persistence to complete your goals. And a more thrifty outlook on money than me. You're responsible, kind, caring, wise, and respectful. You're someone who accepts me for who I am, despite my weird quirks. You've always been honest and loyal to me, and I really respect and admire you. Over the past 5 years, we've been through our share of ups and downs. We've survived 4 years apart, and it made us stronger. Since you've been in San Diego, you've been supporting me a lot, both in the daily life and encouraging me to advance my skills and career. And together we've learned a lot about better communication, more patience, and how to understand each other without making assumptions. And Chiaki, you're my best friend, my partner in crime, my pineapple princess, and my companion. I truly believe we make a wonderful team together, and I'm so happy to get to share the rest of my life with you. Chiaki, I promise to prioritize you and to make time for you above everything else, and to put you first. To be patient with you and to always treat you with love and respect. To ask your feelings and listen and to understand what you have to say and what your needs are. To never control or pressure you into doing anything you don't want to do. To always be loyal and honest and vulnerable with you. To work hard to provide for you, to protect you, and to help you feel safe and secure. To keep working on myself, to be someone who is attractive to you, and to be an equal companion and teammate who's always on your side. To massage your pain away, and to take care of you when you get old, sick, sulky, or just have a bad day. To set your needs before mine, and to do anything I can to make sure you have a happy and meaningful life. The greatest gift I could ever ask for is spending my life with you. I love you dearly, Chiaki, and I'm looking forward to our next journey together.
So at this point, let's exchange rings. All right, guests, I invite you to stand for a moment because you have a part too. Will you promise to support Dusty and Chiaki in their marriage? Will you be there for them in good and bad times? And will you share your wisdom and your love with them? The correct answer is we will. There we go. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Fisk. And you may kiss each other. Now you have to leave. Double duty. All right, you guys follow. Thank you. This concludes our celebration today. The cocktail is ready at the bar and the reception will follow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I apologize at my poor attempt at.
Very good.
Thank you so much for letting me come.
Everyone got a cocktail. We need time to take pictures of the groom's and bride. There's no wedding coordinator, so I'm saying everything. Please, have a cocktail.
That's the